What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to this Anfield Agenda news roundup. Over the course of the next few minutes, I'm going to be trying to spread some good news because we do know that Virgil van Dijk is back in Merseyside. He has been released from the Netherlands' latest game, so he's going to get a bit of a breather ahead of the Southampton game. We're going to be talking about a serious story around Omar Marmoush and how it looks like Liverpool are making some moves there. We're going to be asking, is the stuff around Loic Bade true? And we're also going to be speaking about some more crazy stories coming out of Italy around, well, both our interest in a player over there and, of course, interest in Chiesa from Italy. So that and lots more to come up over the next few minutes. But as always, we want to know your thoughts. Do let us know in the comment section. Drop a like on the video if you enjoy it. And, of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also want to say a massive thank you to everyone who joined myself and Mr. Lee Gunner on our very first episode of the Red Mist podcast yesterday. We're going to be doing another one next Monday live at 6 p.m. So if you can, search the Red Mist podcast on YouTube. It is its own unique channel. Give it a sub and drop it a like, and I hope to see you there for the next episode. Right, let's get stuck into it, folks. And we're going to start off with, well, the crazy stuff from Italy around Liverpool's apparent interest in AC Milan's LeBron James of soccer, Mr. Christian Pulisic. Look, I've always admired Pulisic. I've always thought that he would fit at Liverpool, especially when Jurgen Klopp was here. But I don't see anything to this story coming out of Italy that makes any sense to me. He's doing very well over there. We don't have a need for Pulisic. And if we were looking to bring in a forward, well, it's going to be the gentleman that I speak about in a few minutes' time. So, like we said yesterday, I don't see too much on this one. We've seen Trent Alexander-Arnold filming with the Liverpool media team, which we believe is a root story about where he came from and stuff like that. But again, that's probably a good sign, right? You're not going to be making this story about Trent and his journey to the first team unless maybe you're hopeful of a positive outcome around the contract situation. And there was a story yesterday from Team Talk that said Real Madrid are going to lose out in this battle and that Trent Alexander-Arnold wants to stay at Liverpool and that FSG believe that they could get a contract sorted out with Trent before Christmas. I very much hope that's the case, and I will be putting it to David Lynch when we speak on Wednesday to hear if David has found out anything about this. So on that one, look, all signs are pointing to certainly better news than the stories coming out of Spain for the last couple of weeks, which have suggested we're all wasting our time and Trent's made up his mind. I still don't have anything new around Zubimendi. Lots of stuff again over the past couple of weeks from different journalists about Liverpool's interest still being there. We spoke about Mark Ogden talking about it, David Ornstein, Fabrizio Romano, but none of them that I'm aware of have said anything along the lines of that he has decided that he wants to leave Sociedad and come to Liverpool. So until we get that confirmation, I'm not going to get too excited about it. There's also been a story coming out of Spain around Liverpool being interested in Loic Bade of Sevilla. I don't believe this story has any truth to it, but maybe I'm wrong. It does stem from Fichajes, we believe, and again, we don't really see many things that they get right when we look back over the history of the reports, but he is a centre-back who many people are being a bit excited about in last night's stream, so maybe I'm wrong on this one, but when I spoke to David and I've spoken to other people, his name's never come up, and when I have brought it up, it's never been met with any encouragement or any positivity, so I don't believe there's any truth to this, but I guess we're going to find out in the near future. So maybe let me know your thoughts in the comment section around that link. I do want to move on though to, again, another story about Chiesa coming out of Italy that suggests that Inter Milan are interested in bringing him back to Italy. I should point out very clearly here that the reason we haven't seen Chiesa yet is because of his treatment over in Italy at the hands of Juventus and the fact that he was frozen out there. That's why we haven't seen enough of Chiesa, because he hasn't got the level of fitness yet that you would hope for at this point of the season, because he didn't have a pre-season. So these stories keep coming out of Italy. Again, I can only say to you, from my understanding, absolute nonsense. The plan is to get him fit for the longer term here at Liverpool. He looks really happy to be here. And I think this is more a case of Italy just wanting them back, maybe, rather than it having any truth to it. A crazy story, though, that came out of Spain from Relevo said that Jurgen Klopp could be the next Atletico Madrid manager. They speak about the introduction of Carlos Boquero as director of football for Atleti as something that may reduce the power of Diego Simeone, and if he does depart, then it's believed that they would like Jurgen Klopp to be their next manager. I'm sure they would. But Jurgen has just taken up a new position with Red Bull. So, I don't know if there's any truth to this. But I've always felt if he did go to Spain, it's more likely Atletico Madrid is the club he goes to. I've always said to you, I don't believe he'd end up at Barca or Real Madrid. So let's see what happens there. Now, thank you for being patient, because now we're getting to the good stuff. So Bild and Christian Falk have said that the link between Omar Marmoush and Liverpool is a big dream for the player to make that move to Anfield, especially because of the presence of Mohamed Salah. Christian Falk went on to say he would love to be Salah's successor should his compatriot leave the club, and it would mean a lot in his home country. The interesting part here, though, is initial talks, according to Christian Falk and Bild, have already taken place with Liverpool over a 2025 move. So, again, 2025 could mean January or it could mean next summer. But the only thing in that story that I don't like is the word replacement for Mohamed Salah. I would like him to come in and complement and play alongside Mohamed Salah. Now, Mohamed Salah has spoken about Omar Marmoush while over at a book event in the United Arab Emirates, and he said that he doesn't really want the comparisons for Marmoush because he wants Omar Marmoush to be known as his own player, to forge his own pathway through, and not to have the pressure of being compared to Mohamed Salah on his shoulders, which, again, I completely understand. This player, to me, though, does feel like he's tailor-made for Liverpool. I think that he's very fond of the idea of coming to the Premier League and playing with us, and I've no doubt that Liverpool have a very fond eye cast on him as well. Price tag wise, about €60 million seems reasonable, and I think age wise, he's coming right into his prime. So my only question here has always been, who do we lose if Marmoush comes in? Because I don't think we have a spot in attack at the minute personally, nor would I want it to be Mohamed Salah's spot, because of course we all want Mo to renew. So it'll be interesting to see if we do make a move for him, what that means maybe for the likes of Darwin Núñez or Diogo Jota and their future at the club. Again, I do think there is some credence to this story though, and I'm going out on a bit of a limb here, but I do think if Marmoush leaves Frankfurt, it could very well be for Liverpool Football Club. I just don't know exactly when that might be or at the expense of who. So that is pretty much it from me, my friends. A reminder, lots of stuff coming up this week. The preview for the game against Southampton is going to come out on Friday. I'm going to take Saturday off this week because we play on the Sunday, and we will be live from 12:45 p.m. on Sunday for that game. The return of the Premier League for the Reds. Travel to St Mary's to take out Southampton. After that, of course, it's Real Madrid and Manchester City in what is shaping up to be an incredibly busy and exciting festive period for the Reds. So thank you all for watching. Looking forward to reading your comments. If you've enjoyed the video, please do drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and we will be back tonight with a late night agenda at 8:45, where we will go through all of the latest stories. We'll talk to you then. Much love, my friends. Bye bye.